My precious child, come and rest your heart with me for a moment. I know this season has not been easy for you. There have been days when you smiled in front of others while carrying burdens that no one else could see. There have been nights when you lay awake wondering if your prayers were still reaching heaven. I have seen every tear you tried to hide. I have heard every silent prayer that never found words. Nothing about your life has escaped my attention. Listen to me carefully today. Do not give up. Even if you cannot yet see what I am doing, I am still working faithfully on your behalf. There are moments when my answers seem delayed, not because I have forgotten you, but because I am preparing something your heart cannot yet fully understand. My timing is never careless. My wisdom is never uncertain. I know exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, and exactly how to lead you toward the purpose I have prepared for your life. Do not allow temporary disappointment to convince you that your future has been forgotten. Your story is still unfolding. The chapter you are living today is not the final chapter. I am still writing. Many people stop believing just before they witness the fruit of their faith. They allow fear to replace hope and discouragement to silence their prayers. But I am calling you to remain faithful. Do not let your circumstances become louder than my promises. Remember how many times I have carried you before. There were seasons when you thought you would never recover. There were moments when you believed you had reached the end of your strength. Yet somehow you continued moving forward. That strength came from me. My grace has been sustaining you every step of the way. Even now, while you are wondering what comes next, I am already standing in your tomorrow. I have already seen every challenge you will face, and I have already prepared the grace you will need to overcome it. So why should fear control your heart? Fear only sees today's uncertainty. Faith remembers my faithfulness. Do not measure my love by the speed of your breakthrough. Measure my love by the cross. Measure my love by the mercy I continue giving you each new morning. Measure my love by the countless times I have protected you from dangers you never even noticed. My child, I have never stopped loving you. Not when you felt strong, not when you felt weak, not when you prayed with confidence, not even when you struggled with doubt. My love has never depended upon your perfection. It has always been rooted in my unchanging character. This is why you can trust me today. Not because life is always easy, but because I remain faithful. Do not compare your journey with someone else's. I have not called you to live their story. I have given you a unique purpose, unique gifts, and a unique path. While others may seem to move ahead quickly, remember that I am working personally in your life according to my perfect wisdom. Every lesson has value. Every season has purpose. Even this waiting is shaping you into the person I created you to become. Stay close to me. Spend time in my word. Speak with me honestly in prayer. Allow my truth to become stronger than your fears. The closer you walk with me, the clearer your next step will become. You do not need to understand the entire journey today. You only need enough faith to take the next step with me. And I promise you this, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I will continue leading you with love, strengthening you with grace, and filling your heart with peace that this world can never provide. So today, lift your head, take my hand, and do not give up, because I am not finished with your story. Take one more step with me today. Do not allow yesterday's disappointments to steal today's hope. The past may have taught you difficult lessons, but it was never meant to become the prison that keeps you from moving forward. I have redeemed broken stories before, and I can redeem yours as well. You often ask me, Lord, when will things finally change? The better question is this: Lord, how can I remain faithful while I wait? Because faith is not simply believing after the miracle arrives. Faith is trusting me before you see the answer. Anyone can celebrate after the victory, but those who continue believing during the battle discover a deeper relationship with me. That is where true spiritual strength is formed. I know the dreams I have placed inside your heart. I know the promises in my word that you continue holding on to. I know there are days when you feel like letting go because the waiting has become exhausting. But hear me clearly. Do not quit 5 minutes before your breakthrough. Do not stop praying because the answer has not yet appeared. Do not stop believing because your circumstances have not yet changed. Many blessings are missed simply because people surrendered too soon. Remain faithful, not because you understand everything, but because you trust the one who does. There will always be voices trying to fill your mind with fear. Some will say it is impossible. Some will tell you to expect less. Others may even laugh at your faith. But they cannot see what I see. They do not know the plans I have prepared for you. They do not know the doors I am able to open. They don't know the peace I am ready to place inside your heart. So stop allowing the opinions of people to become louder than my promises. Listen to my voice. Stay rooted in my truth. The world changes every day. People change. Circumstances change. But my character never changes. If I was faithful yesterday, I remain faithful today. If I carried you through one storm, I will carry you through the next. You are never facing your future alone. I walk ahead of you. I walk beside you, and my spirit continues strengthening you even when you feel empty. Sometimes you believe you have reached your limit, yet somehow you continue. That is not an accident. That is my grace sustaining you one moment at a time. So stop calling yourself weak. Instead, remember where your strength comes from. It does not come from perfect circumstances. It comes from remaining connected to me. Just as a branch receives life from the vine, your soul receives strength when you remain close to my presence. Spend time with me, not out of obligation, but because your heart needs my peace. Read my word, not simply for information, but for transformation. Pray honestly, not because I require perfect words, but because I desire your honest heart. Bring me your fears. Bring me your questions. Bring me your disappointments. You never have to pretend before me. I already know every struggle you carry, and still, I choose to love you. Still, I choose to remain with you. Still, I choose to lead you. So breathe deeply today. Release every burden that has become too heavy for your shoulders. Place it into my hands. I am able to carry what you cannot. Rest in my faithfulness. Walk in my peace. And remember, I have never abandoned those who continue trusting me. Keep going, one faithful step at a time. As you continue walking with me, you will begin to discover that not every blessing arrives wrapped in comfort. Sometimes my greatest gifts come disguised as opportunities to grow. The very season you once asked me to remove may become the season that teaches you to trust me more deeply than ever before. Do not be afraid of growth. Growth often requires patience. It requires surrender. It requires believing that I am doing something meaningful, even when you cannot yet see the results. Think about a farmer who plants seeds into the ground. For many days, nothing appears above the surface. To someone watching from the outside, It may seem as though nothing is happening. But beneath the soil, life is already beginning. Roots are growing. Strength is forming. Preparation is taking place. Your life often follows the same pattern. While you are waiting, I am working. While you are praying, I am preparing. While you are trusting, I am building something stronger than you imagined. Never assume that silence means absence. I have not disappeared simply because my answer has not yet arrived. Sometimes my greatest work happens quietly. Sometimes I strengthen your heart before I change your circumstances. Because if your heart is prepared, you will be able to carry the blessing without allowing it to pull you away from me. That is my desire for you. Not temporary happiness, but lasting peace. Not shallow success, but deep spiritual strength. Not a life controlled by fear, but a life anchored in faith. You live in a world that constantly tells you to hurry, to chase more, to compare yourself with everyone else. But I invite you to slow down. Be still. Remember who walks beside you. Your value has never been determined by how quickly you succeed. Your identity has never depended upon the opinions of people. Your worth has always been found in my love. When you truly understand that, comparison loses its power. Jealousy fades away. Fear begins to disappear. Because you realize that what I have prepared for you does not belong to anyone else. No one can steal the purpose I have written for your life. No one can cancel the calling I have placed upon your heart. Remain faithful where you are. Serve with humility. Love without expecting recognition. Forgive even when it is difficult. Encourage those who are discouraged. Pray for those who have hurt you. These choices may seem small in the eyes of the world, but they reflect my heart. Every act of obedience plants another seed that will one day produce beautiful fruit. Do not underestimate the quiet work of faithfulness. Many people desire extraordinary blessings while neglecting ordinary obedience. But I often accomplish extraordinary things through those who remain faithful in the little things. So do not lose heart. The kindness you show matters. The prayers you whisper matter. The forgiveness you choose matters. The faith you continue holding on to matters. I see every one of them. Nothing done in love is ever wasted. One day you will look back and recognize how I connected moments that once seemed ordinary into a story filled with my faithfulness. Until then, continue trusting, continue praying, continue walking, not because every answer has already appeared, but because I remain worthy of your trust. And I will continue leading you with wisdom, grace, and unfailing love every step of the way. Do not become discouraged simply because the road feels longer than you expected. The length of the journey does not determine the value of the destination. Some of the greatest things I prepare require patience because they also require maturity. If I placed every blessing into your hands before your heart was ready, that blessing could easily become a burden. So trust the process that I am leading you through. I am never in a hurry because I never make mistakes. I know exactly when each door should open. I know exactly when each season should end. I know exactly what must happen before the next chapter begins. Nothing in your life is outside my knowledge. Even when events seem random to you, I remain in control. This does not mean life will always be easy. But you will still face disappointment. You will still experience loss. You will still encounter moments that test your faith. But you will never face them without my presence. That is my promise. When you are weak, lean on me. When you feel confused, ask me for wisdom. When your heart becomes anxious, bring every concern to me in prayer. Do not carry burdens I never asked you to carry. Many of the worries that fill your mind today belong to tomorrow, and tomorrow has not yet arrived. Live faithfully in the grace I have given you for this day. There is enough strength for today, enough mercy for today, enough peace for today. Receive it. Stop replaying every mistake you have made. Yes, learn from them, but do not live inside them. I have called you forward, not backward. The enemy wants you to remain trapped by guilt. I invite you to walk in freedom. If you have sincerely turned toward me, remember that my mercy is greater than your failures. Let my forgiveness change the way you see yourself. You are not the sum of your worst moments. You are not defined by your greatest disappointment. You are not beyond my ability to restore. Nothing is impossible for me. I have restored broken hearts. I have renewed weary souls. I have brought hope where people expected only despair. And I still work in the lives of those who trust me. Do not believe the lie that it is too late. As long as I give you another day, there is still purpose ahead. There is still someone you can encourage, still kindness you can show, still prayers you can pray, still faith you can demonstrate. Never underestimate how one faithful decision can change the direction of your life. Small acts of obedience often become the beginning of extraordinary testimonies. Choose kindness today. Choose integrity today. Choose forgiveness today. Choose hope today. Every one of these choices draws your heart closer to mine. As you continue walking with me, you will discover something beautiful. Peace is not found in having every answer. Peace is found in trusting the one who already knows every answer. That peace is available to you right now, not after everything changes, not after every prayer is answered, but today. Receive my peace. Walk confidently. Lift your eyes from your circumstances and place them upon my faithfulness. The storm may still be around you, but it doesn't have to live inside you. My presence is greater than your fear. My love is stronger than your doubts. My grace is sufficient for every challenge you will face. So continue moving forward, one prayer at a time, one step at a time, one day at a time. And never forget, I am walking with you through every season, and I will faithfully complete the good work I have begun in your life. Keep your heart focused on what truly matters. The world will constantly invite you to chase things that cannot satisfy your soul. It will tell you that success, recognition, wealth, or approval from others will finally bring lasting peace. Yet you already know that none of these things can fill the place in your heart that was created for me. Only my presence can do that. So whenever you begin feeling empty, do not run toward temporary distractions. Run to me. I am your refuge when life becomes overwhelming. I am your strength when you feel weak. I am your peace when anxiety tries to take control of your thoughts. Do not believe that you must carry every burden by yourself. I never intended for you to live that way. I created you to depend upon me. There's no shame in asking for my help. In fact, every sincere prayer is an act of faith. Every time you come to me, you are declaring that your hope is greater than your fear. And I honor that faith. There will be moments when the answers seem slower than you expected. Do not mistake my patience for neglect. Sometimes I delay because I am protecting you. Sometimes I delay because another person's story must unfold before yours. Sometimes I delay because I am preparing blessings that are greater than what you originally asked for. Trust that I always see beyond the limits of your understanding. I never waste a season. Even your waiting has purpose. Even your tears have purpose. Even your questions can lead you closer to me if they cause you to seek my wisdom instead of turning away. Do not spend your energy asking why everyone else's journey looks different from yours. Comparison will never reveal my will for your life. instead. Thank me for where you are. Trust me with where you are going. Remain faithful with what I have already placed in your hands. The smallest assignment done with love is greater than the greatest achievement done without me. Stay faithful in the ordinary days. Continue choosing honesty when dishonesty seems easier. Continue choosing forgiveness when bitterness feels tempting. Continue choosing kindness even when others fail to show kindness to you. People may never notice these quiet acts of faith, but I notice them. I see every sacrifice. I hear every whispered prayer. I know every hidden struggle. Nothing escapes my attention. One day you will understand that the moments no one applauded became the moments that shaped your strongest faith. Never think your obedience is unnoticed. I delight in a heart that continues trusting me when no one else is watching. Remember that I am not only preparing blessings for you, I am also preparing you for those blessings. The person you are becoming matters just as much as the future you are praying for. So allow patience to finish its work. Allow faith to grow deeper. Allow hope to remain alive. Your story is still unfolding. There are chapters you have not yet imagined. There are prayers you will one day look back on with gratitude because you will finally understand why I answered them the way I did. Until that day, keep walking, keep praying, keep believing. Not because life is perfect, but because I am faithful, and my faithfulness will never fail you. Take a moment and breathe. You have carried so many concerns for so long that you have almost forgotten what it feels like to truly rest. Your mind keeps racing toward tomorrow, trying to solve problems that have not yet arrived. Your heart grows tired because you keep carrying burdens I never asked you to hold. Release them to me. You do not have to figure everything out today. You do not have to know every answer before taking the next step. Trust that I will give you the wisdom you need when the moment comes. I have never abandoned those who sincerely seek me. Even when you cannot clearly see my hand at work, my heart is still working for your good. There are blessings you have not yet imagined. There are opportunities you have not yet seen. There are people I am preparing to encourage you, support you, and walk beside you. Do not lose hope simply because the path seems quiet. Silence is not the same as absence. Many times my greatest work happens quietly within your heart before it becomes visible in your circumstances. You often pray for me to change your situation. Sometimes I begin by changing you. I replace fear with courage. I replace anxiety with peace. I replace bitterness with forgiveness. I replace pride with humility. Those changes may seem invisible to the world, but they are powerful in my kingdom. A transformed heart can walk through storms without losing hope. That is the kind of strength I desire to build within you. Do not become discouraged when growth feels slow. The strongest foundations are built carefully. The tallest trees spend years growing deep roots before they reach great heights. Likewise, I am establishing your faith so that when blessings arrive, they will not shake your dependence on me. Remember that my purpose is not simply to make your life easier. My purpose is to draw you closer to my heart. When you remain close to me, joy becomes deeper than happiness. Peace becomes stronger than fear. Hope becomes greater than disappointment. No circumstance can take away what my presence provides. So, guard your heart. Be careful what you allow to shape your thinking. Spend less time listening to voices that create fear and more time listening to my word that creates faith. Fill your mind with truth. Fill your heart with gratitude. Every new day is another opportunity to trust me again. Do not waste today's peace by worrying about tomorrow's possibilities. receive today's grace. Walk faithfully through today's responsibilities. Love the people I have placed around you today. Encourage someone today. Forgive someone today. Pray today. These simple acts of obedience become beautiful expressions of your faith. Never underestimate what I can accomplish through one surrendered life. You may believe your influence is small, but kindness spreads. Faith inspires. Hope strengthens. Love heals. One faithful person can become the answer to someone else's prayer. Allow me to use you, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. I delight in willing hearts, so continue walking with confidence. Continue believing my promises. Continue trusting my timing. The road ahead may still contain challenges, but it also contains my presence. And wherever my presence leads you, my grace will always be enough. Do not give up now. You have come too far to allow fear to write the ending of your story. Keep your eyes on me. The best is not found in your own strength. The best is found in walking faithfully with the one who has loved you from the very beginning. As you finish listening today, I want you to carry one truth with you wherever you go. You are deeply loved, not because you have earned my love, not because you have lived a perfect life, but because love is my nature. Nothing you have faced has changed my heart toward you. Nothing you are facing today has caught me by surprise. And nothing waiting in your future is beyond my ability to guide you through. So let your heart be still. Stop believing that every unanswered question is a sign that I have forgotten you. I have not forgotten you. I know your name. I know your story. I know every victory you have celebrated and every disappointment you have quietly carried. I have been with you through every chapter, and I will remain with you until the very end. There will be days when your faith feels strong. There will also be days when your faith feels small. Do not fear those moments. Even a small faith placed in the right hands is powerful. Keep bringing your heart back to me, again and again and again. Every time you choose to trust instead of fear, your relationship with me grows stronger. Every time you choose forgiveness instead of bitterness, your heart becomes more like mine. Every time you choose hope instead of despair, you become a light in a world that desperately needs hope. Never think your faithfulness is unnoticed. Heaven rejoices over every sincere act of obedience. Continue living with compassion. Speak words that bring life instead of discouragement. Be patient with those who are struggling. Show mercy just as I have shown mercy to you. Love people even when it requires sacrifice. These are the things that reveal my character through your life. The world often looks for greatness in power and recognition. I often reveal greatness through humility, kindness, and faithfulness. So do not become discouraged if your quiet acts of love seem unnoticed. I see every one of them. I know every sacrifice. Nothing offered with love is ever wasted. As you move into tomorrow, remember that you do not carry my promises alone. My spirit walks with you. My wisdom guides you. My peace surrounds you. When fear knocks at your heart, answer it with prayer. When anxiety begins to grow, return to my word. When uncertainty fills your thoughts, remember my faithfulness throughout your life. Look back and see how many times I have already carried you. If I was faithful then, why would I abandon you now? I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My promises remain true. My mercy remains new every morning. My grace remains sufficient. Walk forward with confidence. Not because every problem has disappeared, but because my presence goes before you. The road ahead may still have challenges, yet it also holds new opportunities to witness my faithfulness. Trust me with your future. Trust me with your family. Trust me with your dreams. Trust me with your unanswered prayers. I am still writing your story. And when you continue walking with me, every chapter will reveal more of my goodness, my wisdom, and my unfailing love. So do not give up. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep walking in faith. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. And my love for you will never end. Amen.